The way I look at it is Trey Lance is now leading this quarterback competition. Is that the way you see it?
See, the thing is because I wasn't there the first 2 days, and I can only go off of what was said. I'm going to reserve judgment on that. What I will say about today was anybody who was excited about what Trey Lance brings to this offense today was your moment. Okay.
Yeah.
His first rep was a scramble out of the pocket where there was nothing but green grass in front of him, which 49er fans should be used to, those back-breaking first downs that they've seen. Kyler Murray does it to them. Russell Wilson does it to them. So now they have somebody who can do that. The read option was dominant today. Dominant. And I'm talking about Trey Lance was literally pulling the ball out of the belly. The defense was running the other way, and there was nothing but green grass in front of Trey Lance. So if someone does trip him up, it's after 30 or 40 yards, if at all.
Yeah.
So, and then the throws are still there. And today, I will say this, Trey Lance's accuracy issues, they didn't really show up as much as they did yesterday. So yesterday, he was a little bit high in drills in 11-on-11s. Today, he wasn't. He threw darts, so knew how to drop on him. Today was really, really a good step for Trey Lance. So is he winning? I can say two things. Jimmy Garoppolo looked better today, even with the 2 picks, because he actually threw the ball. His average depth of target went from 0 yards to 15 to 20, and you saw that, and that was actually happening today. And there was some impressive throws today. Don't get it twisted.
We'll talk about Garoppolo.
Yes,
he did have some ones. Yeah.
Yes, but with Lance today, it felt like Kyle Shanahan today was like, okay, let's unleash this zone read on these guys, and the defense was not ready for it. I understand it's the twos, but for them to be completely confused and have the defense literally running to the other side with Trey Lance having the ball in his hand and going the other way, it was really something to see. And that dynamic that Trey Lance brings, that's what should get 49er fans excited, because that's something that they have watched happen to them over and over. And now you have a guy who, when things don't go right, especially on that first rep, is able to go get those 10 yards for you and make something out of nothing, which is what should excite you.
Here's why I say Trey Lance is winning the quarterback competition. I think it's all about perception in the building. And for the first few days, everyone was talking about Jimmy. Like, we don't really know about Trey. He's new. We've won with Jimmy. We're not going to talk about Trey yet. We're going to back Jimmy. And now, after a day like today, everyone's talking about Trey. No one's talking about him anymore. And I feel like it's probably hard for the veterans to get their mind around ditching Jimmy Garoppolo for Trey Lance in June. But once you go through camp and you're Deebo Samuel and you see Trey Lance hit you for bomb after bomb, he's done it twice. And then Jimmy tried and hesitate.
That double clutch killed him.
Yeah, I mean, and then just totally miss it. I think a lot of players are realizing, like, hey, Trey Lance is going to make me better. Jimmy Garoppolo isn't going to make me better. Trey Lance is going to make me better. And I think the organization is starting to realize this is going to happen sooner than late. Soon.
Right. Another thing that I noticed is yesterday's practice was very short, and there's an off day tomorrow. So it almost felt like there was a plan. Kyle Shanahan says, okay, let's keep it short on Friday. Saturday, we're gonna have an extended 11-on-11 period, because they almost had about 15, 16 reps each, and that was what was really telling. And it seems like any sort of, I guess, inclination against how he runs his practices, there was a plan in place. Short practice Friday, long practice Saturday, off day on Sunday. Monday is going to be there, and then Tuesday they get into pads. So today felt a lot different than yesterday, and it was much easier to see things once they moved onto the field closer to us. So I was able to see much more. But what Trey Lance was able to do with the zone read and the read option, man, I don't know if that has to do with the twos being on defense, but Trey Lance, man, that really looked like the things that 49er fans dread when they face the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks, is those type of back-breaking runs. Everyone's covered. The pressure gets there. He sneaks out of the pocket, 10 yards, first down, back-breaking. That type of thing was what was happening today with Trey Lance.
He's the best quarterback I've ever seen on the 49ers in practice. I've been covering the team 11 camps. I mean, I've seen Alex Smith in his prime. I saw young Colin Kaepernick, and Colin Kaepernick was great. I'm comparing Trey Lance to Colin Kaepernick in my mind because it's the same setting, and the velocity is the same. I think part of the reason that Lance doesn't throw a lot of picks is the same reason Kaepernick did. They throw the ball so hard, defenders can't catch it. So hard, and every time the velocity pops out, you're like, wow. But Lance is better than Kaepernick, at least in practice, because in practice, Kaepernick would look to scramble all the time. I remember it, and defensive players on the team would make fun of him Carlos Rogers would laugh on the sideline when Kaepernick was with the twos and Rogers was watching and be like, dude, we're here to see you throw. Like, you're not going to take Alex Smith's job doing that. Trey Lance doesn't do that. He's taking Jimmy Garoppolo's job playing Jimmy Garoppolo's style of play. And today was the first day that he ran when he was finally allowed to be himself, and he looked great. So he actually doesn't – he's a whole different mentality than Kaepernick in practice.
So yesterday when he had to evade pressure, he was still behind the line of scrimmage throwing passes. So today it didn't feel like that's what was going on. It almost felt like Kyle was like, okay, if you see the lane, take it. Now run. Now show what you can do. So that dynamic today, that it left a lot of people breathless. Like, I mean, I looked around like, are you guys seeing this? Like the defense is literally on the other side of the field and he has the ball running the other way. And that's something that the 49ers, again, they've seen it time and time again, and now they have a quarterback that can do that on top of the arm talent. So today I was impressed with Trey Lance today. I really was.
Yeah.